Last time on Oblivion.
Teehee, I don't need to save. Teehee.
Okay, so yesterday, yesterday we were obviously doing Mage's Guild quests, and we were doing the skin grab recommendation, having just completed the Bruma recommendation, so that we can get into Hogwarts. I decided in my infinite wisdom, hey, let's do an Oblivion gate quickly, just get them out of the way, we're in the neighborhood, we might as well do it. I died. Now, that was me underestimating the Oblivion gates, funnily enough. Someone's actually also pointing out, and they're quite right here, that we should leave the Oblivion gates as long as possible anyway, just because we want to get the highest level sigil stone possible from the Oblivion gates, and of course the better loot as well. So, not only was going in there a mistake in the first place because I died, but it was also something that I should have just left till the future anyway. So, welcome. Here we are. Oblivion, everybody. It also turns out, actually, that I didn't lose as much progress as I thought. It actually only loaded back to before we teleported to Skingrad. So we'd already finished the Mage's Guild recommendation quest. It wasn't that bad at all. Ah, here it is. So all I had to do was teleport back to Skingrad, start the quest, and here we are at Bleak Flats Cave. Just a reminder to track down the guy from the Mage's Guild, who was Earthall, that's it, who was asked by the guild leader in Skingrad, Adrian, to fuck off, basically. So, let's see what we can do. Now, another thing as well, I'm going to start rendering these videos in a higher bitrate. A lot of people have said that the kind of additional grass and also just kind of the age of the game and the darkness and everything else is affecting the video compression, making it look a bit pixelated at times. I'll up the video compression as much as I can, but bear in mind I've got a limit sort of on how much time I can spend rendering videos a day. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better in this episode. It's a ranged zombie. Wow, you are way stronger than I expected. Jesus. Okay, let's be careful. And as someone pointed out as well, that for our minor skills, we've got things like athletics and acrobatics, so we actually really don't have to worry about over-leveling ourselves with those, because same as Morrowind, it's only our major skills that contribute to our levels. Speaking of which, I think we've actually got a level up already, judging by the bottom bar there. When did we level up? I don't remember. Oh well, doesn't matter that much. It must have been sometime during yesterday, because like I said, we actually didn't load that far. We actually didn't load that far back in the end. Now here's a really good area to be practicing, destruction magic, for the most part. Getting a little bit of conjuration training. Oh, fucking brilliant. Thank you, Skellington. But the zombies aren't particularly fast, so we can get a good amount of destruction training in here. I could really do with a much better destruction spell, because my god, this one's bad. We'll also have a look at our sigil stone as well, the one we've got from closing the Kvatch Oblivion gate. See if there's anything we can do that, see if it's any use. God damn, I don't remember the enemies in this game being such bullet sponges. Well, obviously not bullet sponges, but such sword sponges? Oh dear. That sounds like a derogatory term. Careful. Now these guys can give you, what is it, like rock joint or something? Or mort flesh? I don't remember. They carry lots of diseases, so we're going to be quite careful. I feel like I might be under-leveled, because I thought regular zombies were just called zombies. Maybe the deranged zombies are a little bit stronger than your base game ones. And I guess we'll go back to Cloud Ruler Temple and get ourselves rested up at some point as well. Now, I should point out, my new microphone is here. I've actually been using it for kind of a day and a... Well, if you'll excuse me a second, I have things to attend to. Right, sorry, what was I talking about? Right, my new microphone is here. So, I might sound a little bit different. I'm still tweaking the settings on it. It's a much more dynamic microphone than my old one. Cost almost 10 times as much to put it into perspective, but I thought, hey, look, without a good microphone, I literally cannot do my job. So it was worth the investment, and it's kind of your standard YouTuber microphone as well. And the prices were jacked up because it's COVID and everybody and their fucking mother has started podcasts. So, unfortunately, they were sold out for the most part. But it does mean that I'm going to have to spend a little while tweaking it, getting used to it, finding out really what works with it. It took me a while to obviously set into my other microphone. So, this one's the same situation. I think it sounds alright. I'm a little quieter than I used to be. That's, again, just because it's more of a dynamic microphone. It makes me sound a lot more bassier, too, which is, I guess, a positive. Doesn't really matter that much. But my settings are identical to my last microphone, so it really is just a difference in model. Sorry, please stop doing that. You're distracting me. Oh, that's so gross. It's really not okay. That's making me feel things deep inside of me. Well, I have no idea where Earth ore is. We could follow the compass. One thing that did bother me, I will admit, about Oblivion, for lack of a better word, is the aggressive compass. You kind of psychically know where everything is. It wasn't even this bad in Skyrim, to be fair. Of course, in Morrowind, there was nothing at all. Although, to be fair, in Morrowind, things were also, in some ways, easier to find because they were more linear, you know? Does that make sense? Like, let's say, for example, you know that wizard's tower in... Is it Gnesis? Gnesis? Where it's just kind of like a straight line up to the top floor, and there's the wizard that you had to track down for a couple of quests. One of them was the Hlalu Council, I think. God, I don't even know why I try and block it. Just never kicks in time. Like, you were never going to get lost trying to find that guy. Sure, we got lost plenty of times in Morrowind, but in Oblivion, it's like a little too silly, isn't it? I think we could have done without that. Granted, the caves in Oblivion all look the fucking same. Hello. God, there's a lot of these guys. They're so strong. That's what makes me think I'm maybe under-leveled for this quest line. Should have done a bit more of the main quest first or something like that. Gotta be so careful. Just maybe use the AI to our advantage here. Getting a couple of hits, back off. Not Bruntley style. The inner latent Bruntley powers. Unfortunately, this Bruntley hasn't got boots that make her walk at super speeds. Not yet, anyway. You wait till I get on the enchanting game. Speaking of which, actually, what did we get in our sigil stone? God, that's bright by comparison, isn't it? God, my eyes. Right in my retinas. We've got Descendant Sigil Stone. Absorbing Intelligence, 5 points on 30 seconds on strike. That's not bad. Fortify Intelligence, 7 points on Self. On strike. Now, that means strike with weapon, right? Magicka doesn't count. From what I remember, Magicka attacks don't count as strike. I might be mistaken, though. For a mage build, that's not a terrible starting sigil stone to get. We could use that to enchant as like a basic ring or something. And then... Actually, to be fair, that's not a bad point. I wonder if we do have a ring we could... Yeah. We can enchant this gold ring with it, for example. Enchanted item. Effects been applied... Oh, it hasn't got enough. What about like brass topaz or brass pearl? No, we'd have to put it on like a shield to get both, right? Or not? What for intelligence, 7 points on... Oh, you put it on a weapon. Yeah, sorry, there we are. So we can either absorb intelligence 5 points for 30 seconds on strike with our Daikatana, or we could put it on a ring and fortify intelligence by 7 points. To be fair, that's not very good. But to be fair, absorbing intelligence 5 points for 30 seconds is also not very good. I think we'll just fortify the ring with it, you know. Let's go for the... Actually, to be fair, we go for the cheapest ring, because then we can sell the more expensive one. We'll just call it Babby's first magic ring from hell. It's not wrong. That's quite literally exactly what it is. There we are. Gives us a little bit more intelligence. Maybe fire off another fireball or two. You know what? That's actually not insignificant. It might just be placebo for the most part, but it actually looks pretty good. Please die. For fuck's sake. I'm going to have to start editing out these zombie fights because this is going to go on for ages otherwise. Our blade's getting increased. Now, we've got to be careful. I assume it works the same as in Morrowind, whereby if you get a level in Morrowind... Oh, here he is. Earthor.
Help! Help! You've got to do something!
Yeah, you seem like you're in terrible danger. What was I going to say? Yeah, I wonder if it's in, like, Morrowind, where you can accidentally overlevel. Ooh, hello. Light armor skill, not really particularly relevant. Went into heavy armor, didn't we, in the end? They banished you down here, and he bothered... Hang on, sorry. The Mages Guild banished you down here, and even then he bothered to put up their propaganda.
Help. You've got to do something.
God, this guy's a loser.
They're all gone? I can leave the cave? Oh, thank you. I'm ever so...
Oh, we actually had to... Oh, the zombies were the quest.
You're heading back to Skingrad, aren't you? Could I...
Yes, you can. Follow me.
Oh, thank you. You're just too kind.
Okay, I don't feel so bad. I don't feel like we're underleveled or anything like that in that case.
I can't wait to be back in Skingrad.
That's what I didn't realize they were the quest target. The fact that we only had to kill that many zombies for the quest actually makes it a lot easier in hindsight. And here we are. The Skyrim style pull a lever to move a giant magic rock. Don't think we were in Indian Alembic, thank you. You telling me you couldn't just scoot past them, fella? Oh, come on. Where was this? This is with the dancing tentacle. Oh. You have to edit that out. That's just simple. It was Kaya Setbrunley that made the noise, not me. Right, come on. Speaking of which, one of my friends actually messaged me the other day, and he's like, he was like, oh, I haven't actually watched any of your YouTube stuff. Can I have a link to the channel? And I sent him a link, and I was like, you're probably not going to be interested in any of it. It's just like, you know, it's not really games that he plays in particular. Like RimWorld is obviously kind of a bit more of a hardcore PC game. And then you've got, oh, right, because we can't fast travel, moron. And then, of course, you got, like, Crusader Kings, which is going back up today, by the way. You know, that doesn't really appeal to people unless they are specifically into maps and or... You know, it's not something like, say, Oblivion, for example, is something you could probably just pick up and watch. But he said... And I'm getting to my point, bear with me. He said, hey, you should do more, you should do more of the anime porn games, which me and Elise did for... I mean, they weren't really porn games, you know, like the Sakura games. Well, I suppose in some ways they were. But we didn't do it for that reason, Your Honor. I promise. What a nice swim. Man, look at this. This looks straight out of a 2015 Assassin's Creed title. Where is he? Earthall, for God's sake. So yeah, I am somewhat tempted by request to go back and do those again. I do have a passion for doing silly voices in videos. And those series, they really let me scratch that itch. Because if I do it too much in CK2, people get really annoyed at me. I've had loads of comments like that. Shut up and read the event normally. Then again, these are also the people who probably, you know, think they're an expert on Rome. Come on. You know the archetype I'm talking about. You know the archetype. They go on Discord and their picture is like Goebbels. And they're called Super Luftwaffe General. And then they always roleplay horrible. You know the people. I don't think I need to explain. Come on. Let's go. Hello. Oh, also worth mentioning, I got Crowded Cities fixed as well. So it turns out I'm not using the actual Crowded Cities mod. You see, like, we've got apprentices here and just, like, archers and shit kicking around. It's worth mentioning we're not using the... Oh, no, it's bloody Glarthor. Get out of here. We're not using Crowded Cities in the one that just fills cities full of random NPCs that just kind of walk around. We're using a mod called Crowded Cities Redone, which actually gives them, like, schedules and places to live and shit. Man, I love the immersive interiors mod. It's so good, isn't it? Adds a bit of frame rate lag, though, unfortunately.
So it would seem
Good to see you.
You're
Have you heard
unharmed,
about
I
Kovac?
presume?
They say that
Well,
Daedra came from
my
Oblivion
pride is a
and
little
burned the whole
wounded.
city to the ground.
Why?
Oh, spare me.
Excuse me, how fucking loud do you
Send
need to
someone
talk?
after you at all.
You're louder than
In
the
the
people I'm trying to
future,
listen
would
to.
you please be more careful.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Well, yes. I'll just pack up my supplies and be on my way then.
Greetings,
Thank you for
apprentice.
sending someone to help me.
Do you
I hope
know
this is
that
important.
talk about
Oh.
That Danish
more
Artelian is a little too
opening
full
on
of himself.
Well, that's such
Sure,
an
he's
Oblivion
perhaps
thing,
so
isn't it?
large, but I'm
They
not
finish having a
impressed.
big, long conversation,
I don't think
and then they
that's
say,
just because
hello,
there's no
guildmate, and
jealousy
start a whole new
there.
conversation,
Many settlers
despite
have
all the
never seen the
animosity
same
built up by the last
Do you
one.
believe any of that?
When it
talk
works, it
about
works well,
living
but when it doesn't
over and
work,
over
it's
again?
like
a strange and
unforgivable.
treacherous place.
Have you heard any
wonder
word about the
things
other
are happening.
provinces?
Have you heard of the
They
High
say
Elves?
since-
As they're talking to a High Elf. Wow. Let's just see if there's anything not nailed down, and we'll get our recommendation and move on to the next,
I hope this is important, associate.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I found him, by the way. You should know from the 2 conversations you had with him.
I've spoken with Earthor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment.
Thank you, Adrian.
As I've said, I'm rather busy. I'll get to it eventually, though, I assure you.
You are not busy. You've literally sat in this room for the past 18 hours.
May I
Though
interest
do
you in
that
some
on a
of my
day-to-day
fine
basis.
wares?
Yes, you are a destruction teacher. You are my best friend. Arctic Blow. Oh. Scorching Blow. Superior Magic Drain. Man, it's expensive, but if we go to a shop...
You too.
Have you heard any word
What is
What
it?
the
about
fuck
other
did she just do
provinces?
to me?
Nothing
Was
I'd
that
like
the
to talk
Scorching
about.
Blow? I think I want a refund. Let's go to a shop and let's see if we can sell some stuff.
How are you?
How are you? See if we can sell some stuff and maybe get enough money just to buy just a slightly stronger spell. Hammer and tongs. You'll probably buy some like crap. Right. Hello. Oh,
Good
you're just a random adventurer. Oh, I like the fact they've also put them in guilds as well.
Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got. I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now.
Oh, She's a pisshead. Hello.
Have a
I've
look
got
at my
something to sell
wares.
you. Well, actually,
I'm
I don't really
sure
know what
there's
I'm going to sell you. Sell her the bow? Am I going to use a bow? No, of course I'm not. I'm not a coward. We've already got you get the kind of range combat covered, haven't we? I'm going to sell all the lesser and petty soul gems because we've already... I mean, what the hell am I going to do with that? If I was ever going to do enchanting, I wouldn't use lesser and petty soul gems. We could sell her a bone. Give away bone. That improves opinion, doesn't it? Actually, no, it doesn't because it's a free item. Right, you can have my pearl, madam. Dremora Kinroof shield, all yours. 592, that's still not enough. Balls.
Farewell.
We could get into a little bit of, you know, a little bit of sticky fingers, if you catch my meaning. A little bit of, taking some things that have been left unattended. We're going to go stealing. That's what I'm getting at. I might have to go into a bit of kleptomania because, please, I need a better spell, for fuck's sake. This firebolt is killing me. Summit Mist Manor. Now, one of these is where you do the murder mystery, isn't it? Well, I mean, there's no mystery. You're the... I won't spoil it. Sorry, I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played Oblivion. That hit new title. I just want to make a bit of gold, but I don't really know where... Like, these Mages Guild recommendations are good for gold eventually, but for right now, they're obviously a bit crap. Oh, well. Let's get on with the next quest, then. Just kind of running around here looking for anything that's not nailed down. Back to the Mages Guild. We'll get a little teleport over to what's next on our list. You know, I think the Imperial City was after...
Hello.
Hello. What's that there? Welcome stone?
Word about
It is cool.
I mean, he
They
really
say
likes
God, it is just a... it's just a mind plot, isn't it? Who do I pay to use the teleporter, by the way? You?
What?
What? Teleporter. Hello. Thank you.
Hello.
What did he say? Teleport must do... Oh. I think he told me who to speak to. Sorry, I just assumed he'd taken the payment. You?
Go ahead.
Get out of here. I've got to speak to the lizard.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Screw ya. Nothing.
Farewell. What is it?
Is it the guild head? Do we speak to... This is good important to,
Greetings.
good and
What can I
important to
do?
learn for later. Hello. Ah, there we are. Yes, I'd like to use a teleporter. Thank you. 25 bloody gold. 25 gold or less, I'd like to point out that I've got to buy spells with. Right. So we've got... So Skingrad. Oh, well, then it's Leywin, then it's the Imperial City. Right, we'll get to Leywin next. We'll just work from the bottom up, seeing as we start with Skingrad.
What is it, associate?
Oh, hello.
Well met, guildmate.
Hello.
You seek wisdom from me, child? Ah, no, you seek words.
What?
Words are difficult. They come and go. The voices, though, so loud they are, they drown out the words.
Whose grandma is this?
Without my amulet, my
Oh, I
stone
remember
to lock
this.
the voices away.
This
the
isn't
words
for the
will never
recommendation,
come
though.
and stay.
This isn't for the recommendation, as far as I remember. Sure, I'll help you find your amulet.
Then seek Agatha, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest.
Sure. She needs an amulet to, I guess, fix her brain. Cool.
Farewell, child.
Farewell, child. I'm pretty sure this isn't the recommendation, though, is it? I'm pretty sure this is just kind of a
Hello,
miscellaneous Mages Guild quest. Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello.
What can
What
I
do you
interest
sell?
you in?
More importantly, what can I sell you? Oh, all my crappy potions. Yes. This is how we're going to fund our new spell. Right, let me just sell all of this stuff. Oh, the potion of antivenom were pretty good. I might have stolen those, though, rather than brew them, I will admit. Damn, we are actually making a fortune here from alchemy.
Drive.
Wow, I didn't expect it to... I mean, it's not a fortune, but it's enough to be able
That's
to buy a
more than
couple of spells. Look at that. 893 gold. Holy shit. Sell all the fire salts, which we just found lying around.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patronage.
Have a look
No, thank
around.
you. What does she sell?
You won't find better prices
Some
in all
scamp. I mean, it's probably better than our bloody crappy skeleton. Flashbolt. That's not terrible, but I feel like I'd rather buy some, you know, something a bit more potent than that. Heal minor wounds. Sorry, it's heal major wounds isn't terrible either. Okay. Let's bear that in mind.
All your travels be
I like the
safe.
fact that when you become an associate of a place, you can just steal everything. You know, you can just pick everything up. Greater soul gem. That's mine. That's 100 more gold. Display case. That does count as stealing, though. Or trying to unlock it counts as stealing. Anyway. Why have we got such, like, weird frame rate in this one? I guess it's all the people and all
What
the
do you
environments
want?
and lighting and shit. Ray traced Oblivion. Give it a few years. What have we got in here? A chest. Nothing in it. Well, nothing of value anyway. We could pick up all the spare alchemy gear too. Recipe. Potion of cure poison. We could pick up all the, handbill. What's this one for? Oh. More advertising. You know, the alchemy gear and then sell it back to the alchemists. Because it actually doesn't sell for a terrible amount. You know, it'd be more than our potions are worth anyway.
Greetings, guildmate.
Agatha,
Yes?
you're the one in charge, right? Yes, you are. Recommendation.
I take it you've spoken to DeGale.
Oh, it is for
and
the...
you know
oh, got
she
it.
is not well. She has visions, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
While they used to be helpful at times, they have lately become
Is this the one
problematic.
where you go into the tomb and it's the one with the weird
There was
faced
an
man?
amulet, a family heirloom that
I'm
she
pretty
wore
sure
to
it is.
suppress and sometimes focus the visions. She's lost the amulet, and so has lost control.
Yeah, I think I remember this one. Okay.
I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that.
I have a trustworthy faith.
Yes, her Seer's Stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay. And without it, they're nearly crippling.
Now, hold on.
She can't function.
Before we jump to any conclusions, is there a
we
a
haven't yet
Cyrodiil lottery?
spoken to the others,
Could we
for
could we
fear they
bank
would
on
be
this?
less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to DeGale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them have seen the stone?
Yes, I can. I'm pretty sure this is the one with the weird-faced man. All right, then. I'll tell you about it to start off with.
At times, they served her well. She gained something of a reputation in the guild and was highly valued by the council.
She's not on this council.
As she aged,
nor does she go
the
up to
visions
gain the rank
became
of
less
master, I'm afraid.
coherent. Rather than cast her aside, the council gave her a position here.
Oh, so she was on
Some
the council.
resent her and wish she'd disappear. I do not. I am proud to help her with her daily tasks.
You are a noble lady, Agatha. Thank you. Now, if you'll
You
excuse
too.
me, I'm looking for a... Oh, thank you. I'm looking for a hideous, hideous man. I'm almost certain it's this quest. Khajiit.
Strasza of the Mages Guild, evoker and alchemist, and also, in his scant free time, a trainer.
I'm not
in
sure I like what they've done with the
alchemy.
Khajiit in the Oblivion character overhaul.
But perhaps you are an adventurer? Could you assist me in acquiring something for my crystal collection?
Now, knowing Khajiit and their crystals, quote unquote, this isn't going to be a mineral crystal, I don't think.
Straight to the point, eh?
I mean, I didn't have
Good,
transfer
like
fuse,
that.
actually. Sadrasa.
I'm searching for some specific crystals known as Garadan's Tears. If you can locate these objects for me, I'd pay handsomely for each one.
Last seen near a tree that was chopped down by a big spider and an angry man. Certainly, please proceed.
Wonderful. I had a
Well, I
good
mean, why not? We
feeling
might as well
about
take
you
it, eh?
from the moment that I saw you. I want you to bring me as many of Garadan's tears as you
Garadan's
can
tears.
find.
I don't remember
If
this.
you do, I will pay you a fair bounty in gold for each one.
Garadan's tears.
I
They're not like
confess, I have a weakness for crystals of a magical nature.
they're not like Welkin
and
stones
I
or
must
Alien
add
stones or
these
something
to
like
my
that, are they?
collection. This is a personal errand, you must understand, just between you and I. The Mages Guild has nothing to do with it.
Sure. Okay. I really don't remember. I'm racking my head about what he actually wants.
The tears are not just a namesake. They're literally the frozen tears of a knight named
I'm not sure I believe you.
Staurus, who lived many years ago.
I think this is made up.
I'm not certain what happened to the knight, or why the tears were frozen.
You know, it would
But
be
I
great
do
if
know
they added
someone
something
you
like
could
this in the
ask.
next Elder Scrolls game.
Seek out Juliana Fannis at the Arcane University in
Juliana's
the
what?
Imperial City. She oversees the alchemy headquarters there.
If they added a quest like
If
this,
anyone can help you get more
yes, thank
information
you.
about
yeah. If they added a quest like this to the next Elder Scrolls game, they have you in this one finding Garadan's Tears. The next one, the Stones of Baron's Ire. It'd be really good if in the next Elder Scrolls they told you about these mysterious stones hidden through the world that you had to find, and they were just none. They just didn't exist. It was all apocryphal.
She's been a great help to all of us.
I need to tell you about her. Ask you about a Seer's Stone. You collect magical stones. Hang on a minute.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. I heard it was missing, though.
You are subject number one, I'm afraid.
Kalthar was talking about it recently. He seemed very agitated about it, almost happy. Strange, isn't that?
No, you're strange. I like magic stones. No, I haven't heard about anything about the magic stone that was stolen. I got my eye on you.
Bring my salutations.
I'm not just saying that
to
because I'm
Giuliani.
racist.
Safe journey to you.
Right, so we're looking for the weird man.
What do you want?
You know what? I think Calthar was the weird man, and I think they've made him look not nearly as freaky as he looks in base game Oblivion. I think this is the guy. Let me go find a picture of what he used to look like. I found it. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Please note that the image you're about to see may be upsetting to those of you with a weak disposition. Here's what he looks like now. Here is what he looked like in base game Oblivion. I knew he looked weird. God, they've made him look so different. Wow. Do you know about the Seer's Stone, Calthar?
Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer.
Neither will you, with that fake face
I know
of
all
yours.
about it. I overheard Agata and Dagail talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone.
You're a weirdo.
Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already?
This guy just hates...
She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him.
You are a weird man.
Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Humph. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild.
Oh, so
when she's
she is
clearly
in
not
charge
fit.
here.
That's all.
Right. I thought it was the other woman. But I guess she's kind of like her aide or something, and thus that's why she can do the recommendation and whatnot. Okay. Where is it then?
What, haven't I said enough already?
Just let it go?
She's the one you want to talk to.
So we know that this guy's hidden it.
You'll see. Things will change.
Right. Okay. Well, we need to go and report him, obviously.
Any news about the amulet?
What a fucking weird guy. I hate this old mad woman, so I'm going to make her suffer.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with, associate?
I know what happened to the amulet. The weird face man, or no longer weird face man, stole it. Seer's Stone.
So Calthar overheard us, did he? That explains why he's been so cranky lately.
Yeah, let's kill him.
But we never said anything about Dagail's father. How would he know anything about that?
The plot thickens.
If there's some sort of connection between the Seer's Stone and Dagail's father, I don't know about it. Maybe if you ask her, it will jog her memory.
Sure.
In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on Calthar.
No problem. Let's go and speak to her, see what she has to
Goodbye.
say about it. Is she still sat down there?
What is
They're
it,
literally...
associate?
This is ridiculous. This is another example of Oblivion's... Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. But like I was saying, I find it weird that they were all in the same room there and could very clearly hear each other's conversations, but were completely fine with it. Anyway, one thing I've done, firstly, is haggle a little bit. Not a massive amount, because our mercantile's crap. And sold all of the stuff again. We've got 1,329 gold. Now, that isn't down to the haggling. That's because I stole everything in the last Mage's Guild that wasn't nailed down and sold it back to them at a profit. Well, I suppose it was free, so everything was going to be a profit, right? But yeah, if you go to this character's inventory, she's got something like, yeah, I sold all of this stuff because they had genuinely like 10 alembics. Well, obviously not, but about 6 alembics just kicking around in the last Mage's Guild. So I was just able to pick it up and sell it to them. There's one right there as well.
Nice to
Case in point, really.
look around. You won't.
They just don't seem to care, and it's bizarre.
Come back and see.
So we got a merchantile update for that, and more importantly, we've got ourselves enough gold to buy hopefully a couple of spells now. Okay, I've saved. We're good. I accidentally spoke to her one more time than we were caught up to before. That's my bad. But basically, she told us that her father was stationed at a fort near Leowin, and to check there for basically like another amulet or something along those lines. So we've got a mission. We have a mission to. We have a mission to go and raid her family's tomb, essentially, to find another amulet to give her. Let's go and have a look around. Hello. You've got some incredible armor there, my friend. I'm quite jealous. Although we have our weave armor, so we're more cultured than that guy. Regular boring steel armor versus mighty Akaviri steel, folded 1,000 times. How do we get out of Leowin? It's so massive. I never find my way around here. Hello. You don't happen to know where the gate is, do you? This is my problem in Leywin. All the houses are like different colors, yet they all look the same, and the streets are huge, and I have no idea where I am, and I'm very lost. Is this a way out? Oh, there's a gate, I think. Yes, okay, thank God for that. That more Nernru I spy. We did get the quest to start it, but of course that was on our journey to the Oblivion Gate yesterday. So anyway, I've recovered a sprig of Nernru, a plant ingredient that's unusual. This unusual must have high value. Perhaps I should bring it to an alchemist and find a little more about it. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil. Wow, just keep an eye out for those, because you need to collect, like 20 or something like that. There's also like red Nernru, isn't there, or something like that. I really don't remember at all. It's been a long time since I've done this. Well, we'll leave it there for today. And tomorrow we will continue on with our Mages Guild journeys. We'll see if we can get ourselves, hopefully a recommendation tomorrow. I'd like to do that, but these quests are quite slow going, to be fair. Lots of dialogue. Now, I'm not really sure how to edit the dialogue, really. For those of you who watch Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, of course, I basically left it all in, you know, but there was obviously far less dialogue in that than there is in Oblivion. So we might want to skip over some of it, but I'll leave that up to you guys to kind of give me a bit of feedback on, because I don't want to take it out and then, you know, you guys miss it, or I don't want to leave so much in that it gets a bit of a slog to watch. So, yeah, give me some feedback on that, and we'll see what we can do with our people. In the meantime, see you all tomorrow for a little bit of tomb raiding, like that game, Spelunky.